Okay, here's another way that you can set up your project in GIMP for project number 2. If you have the original file for project 1, you can just use that. But if you don't, like I don't here, I'm going to take the posterized image that I created in Photoshop and bring it into GIMP. So here's what I did. First thing you want to do is go into GIMP. Next, we're going to start a new file, so Control New, or under File, you can choose New. And we're going to change our dimensions for this project to 540 by 720 pixels. Okay, that's all set, so click OK. And there's our image there. It's a black background here. Mine is by default, but I'm going to change that. I'm going to make sure that my foreground here on the toolbar is white, and then I'm just going to grab my paint bucket, which is right here in the tools, and just fill that in. So now my background's white, and that's what I want. Now the next thing I'm going to do is bring in my line drawing from project 1. So that's the easiest way to get this set up. So let me go to that folder here, and let's see. Oh, there it is. So click on my folder here. Let's move these over from each other, and let's go down to 202 projects. Here's my JPEG that I saved out. I believe that's a JPEG. And that's 480 by 640, but I'm going to drop it in here. And notice there, it's a little bit smaller than the frame, which is okay. Just trying to see if there was a way to bring that up automatically. I don't see it. But that's okay. I can go up to image here, and I can go scale image. 540 by 720 is selected. Click scale, and let's make sure that our canvas size is 540 by 720. It is. So here we can grab this image. If you want to fill up the corners, I'm just going to grab my scale tool from the toolbar this time. Click on the image. Now remember, I'm going to hold shift. Actually, no, I'm not. Control Z. You don't need to hold shift. Just drag the corner up, and then down here, drag it down until you kind of fill in the whole area. And just click scale or enter, and there you go. Now your image is set up. We have a 540 by 720 image, as well as a 540 by 720 canvas. Now you're ready to go to start filling in colors for your image. Now there's one other thing I want to show you that might be helpful for you when you're doing this. So it might be easier for you to select your colors if you do this, and that is to bring in your posterized image as well. So if you have your original GIMP file for project 1, just resave that out as project 2. Do a save as. Since I don't have the original GIMP file on here, I saved out a posterized image from my Photoshop file, and bring that image in as well. Okay, and again, the same thing, I'll have to resize this, so I'm just going to grab the scale tool. Again, bump this up to the corner till it snaps in the corner. Bring this one down, and click scale, and we should be good to go there. So not only do I have my line drawing, we'll put that one on top here. I have that layer on top, but underneath I also have the posterized version. So I can look at them and see which values are similar. Basically, I have dark values, I have midtones, and all the way to lighter values. So I have about 4 or 5 different values that I can colorize there. So it's a good idea to have that in there so I can look at it and get an idea of which colors I want to choose. Now on this top layer, I can also bring this opacity slider down here. So if you look under or just above the layers window, you'll see an opacity tab at 100%. Drag this slider down, and what you can start to do is see the different values underneath to help you decide what colors you're going to use. Okay, so that can be also be very useful for when you're deciding which values are similar and which ones you're going to colorize similarly.